You have to know. Someone has had to tell you recently. Someone should have told you recently that they're not your friends. I wish I could go back in time and just slap my sense into my younger self and just ask him to look around. Like, actually look around. Look at these people. Look at them for who they really are. Their habits, their hobbies, what they're passionate about, how they spend their time. I wish I could get him to take a second look. Because the people that I surrounded myself with for the first 2 years of high school were not good people. I settled for less in my friendships because it's all I had. I had recently moved schools, so I didn't have a choice. I had to stick with the bottom of the barrel in the beginning, which is a grave mistake. Which is why I'm making this video now, so that you watching this, you can be equipped with the wisdom going forward, so that you don't have to go through the phase that I did with being around people that didn't even like you. But yes, my first 2 years in high school were spent with these people. We actually had a great time in school. We had fun, we laughed together, we shared jokes. The thing is, though, that they never invite me to do things with them outside of school. The relationship was just solely stuck in that building that I despise so much. But inside of school, we'd be still laughing together, having a great time. But clearly they didn't value me enough to bring me into events that were going on outside of school. And with these people, things started to fall off when I started to get into self-improvement, when I started taking training more seriously, dieting more seriously, and especially when I became closer to God. They were making fun of me, they were bullying me, talking trash behind my back. Now, what I just said, the people that you probably thought of, when I say talking trash behind your back, making fun of you for doing self-improvement, making fun of you for getting closer to God, these are the people that are literally trying to bring you down and trying to stop you from doing good habits. When I put that into perspective, it doesn't make any sense, doesn't it? And it's obvious, these people don't want what's best for you. In life, people don't usually want us to become the truly best, most actualized versions of ourselves. They want us to become the versions of us that serves them best. And what I mean by that is sometimes in life, when we level up, we invalidate someone else's excuses because they didn't work hard enough. And they know that deep down. And that hurts to know that their excuses of why they didn't put in the effort in the gym, why they didn't put the effort with their relationship with Christ. Someone exposes that, and that makes them insecure. It makes them feel invalid, and they don't want to feel that way. It hurts too much to feel that way. That's why they resort to making fun of you, talking trash about you, and trying to bring you down so that they can feel better about themselves and their own lack of effort. That's what I mean when I say that some people just want to become the version of you that serves them best. Now, let me ask you something. Define friendship. What do you want friendship to look like for the rest of your life? You've probably never thought about this before. If you've never tried to define what friendship actually was, you just relied on emotions and a couple laughs and a couple of memes and some video game sessions. To actually define friendship, what is it to you? What do you want it to be? It can't be just laughing about some stupid meme in the same class or hopping on a video game with them. It has to go deeper than that. Beyond the shallow, surface level, instant gratification habits of today. Go deeper. What does friendship mean to you? And to you specifically? If you need some help defining this, you could just say that friendship is simply just brotherhood and growth. Friendship is just having a connection, a relationship with someone that has similar goals, hobbies, interests, and especially values. The values you want to look for, they include, but are not limited to, discipline, devotion to God, respect, positivity, grateful, and very hardworking. I also just want to let you know that you don't deserve to be around these people. These people suck. They're crabs. Like crabs in the bucket, you know the analogy, trying to like pinch you and just pull you back down to the bottom. And you knew what life was like at the bottom. You lost your own soul. You had no connection with God. Everything just felt like a drag. I know the feeling. I've been there. And I know the feeling of trying to escape those crabs. Trying to avoid those pinchers that are just trying to pull you down all the time. I know what it's like. Because I've been around the wrong people. I made the mistake of surrounding myself with the wrong crowd. And actually, when I actually started improving my life, and when I actually started feeling happy, that's what pissed them off the most. Some people just don't want what's best for you in life. And it's just gonna be the way it is. It sucks, yes, but it's also up to you to find the right crowd. That responsibility is on you. But to see you keep selling yourself short and selling your potential just so you can spend some time with people that don't even like you and don't even want the best for you, that's on you. But you don't deserve it. You never deserve to be in this situation to begin with. The modern world has hijacked our friendships, our relationships, our brains, I don't think we'd be in so many of these toxic friendships if it wasn't for the modern world, if it wasn't for all these addictions that everyone has today. And it's just crazy to me that someone would consider someone else a friend if they're a partner and doing a habit that will make their life worse. So like, let's say for I was about to ask you, I was like, okay, how important is this person in your life? Do they meet your standards, your higher standards now? And you would say, I don't know, I go on let's say, just a Discord call for a couple hours. I watch them play video games or something like that. And it's like you're only friends with them in the context of trying to make your life worse. That doesn't sound like a good friendship at all to me. And you don't deserve that. No one deserves to have been just like bound to the shackles of the devil with all these addictions and like the video games and everything. Social media, junk food, pornography, everything. No one deserves this. It wasn't meant to be. So yes, I empathize with what you're going through watching this. I know what it's like because I've been there and done it. And if you know that you need to detach, you need to find a new crowd, I know it feels lonely. It's hard to detach. Because maybe you're like me and you're moved into a new school and these people were all that you had and you had to be alone again. You had to go through that. But it's better to be alone. It's actually less painful to be alone completely than to be with people that are trying to drag you down. Because at least when you're alone, your relationship with God improves. Because you're not being around people that are just trying to pull you down because of it. You actually make some progress in the gym because you're not overthinking about the things that they said to you during lunch. It's not festering within. It's not just pissing you off more and more and more. And that's how it goes. It starts off with trying to find the reason why. You don't know. It's actually very, very confusing. So you look to them. Maybe it's them that's the problem. Or eventually, if they keep going and going and going, and your brain keeps hearing the things that they have to say about you, you start to believe it. And you put the blame on yourself. Think that you're the problem. Now, when that happens, your self-image falls apart. You know you're surrounding yourself with bad people, and you know that you know the things that they're saying about you. It just destroys your self-image, destroys your confidence, and you feel like an outcast, but you also feel tied to these people that don't even like you. You also feel like a loser, like you're part of the bottom of the barrel, like part of those crabs that try and pinch everyone down that's going up. You feel like you're a part of them, but you also feel so lonely and detached from them. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You feel directionless because you don't have that company. You spend some nights overthinking about it. Overthink about it when you're using the bathroom. Overthink about it when you're in the gym. Overthink about it when you're doing homework. Overthink about it when you're dinner. Overthink about it when you're speaking to your family. Just think about it all the time. It's something that's very, very hard to avoid. Especially when the situation, in the context, kind of like lacks abundance of friends. Because these people are all you had. I know this was the case for me. You spend some nights just laying down in bed, overthinking about it too. Maybe you get to the point where you just start crying about it. It's just how it happens. And you don't even feel like you deserve anyone that's better than them. You've started to believe the things they said about you, and you start to feel like, yeah, you were the problem when you weren't. And now you put your self-image at their level. So now you feel like you belong with them when you don't. But you also feel like you don't, because you don't need to leave that group. It puts you in the state of conflict and just this infinite amount of questioning, self-doubt, a toxic level of introspective thinking. I know you know that you're with people that just don't want the best for you. I know that you feel that you're with instant gratification buddies, because you all are. These people aren't your friends. They're just people that you destroy your life with. They're people that you fall into the hands of the devil. It's like, hey, let's go swimming in the lakes of hell. That'll be fun. That's basically your friendships. That's basically the height of their quality. Making yourself more addicted to video games. Making yourself more addicted to social media. Just eating junk food, crap food all the time. That's basically the height of these relationships. And you know this. And you know that you're meant for more. You know you're not like them. Because they wouldn't be making fun of you if you were like them. If you were like them, sweet, they would just have another person to ruin their lives with. But you know better. You know about the path of self-improvement. You know about the path of getting closer to God. You know these things and you want them. You want to get these things. You want to improve your life. You want to get closer to Christ. But they don't. They don't. They're so absolved in their addictions that they want to stay that way forever. Not knowing that there's a better path that you know about. And you might feel responsible of showing them and enlightening them in a way. But the thing is, you can't save someone that doesn't want to be saved. If I asked you to get someone onto self-improvement, and you tried as hard as you could probably get one person. But that one person, they would have to want to improve. Most people don't want to improve. Because most people don't see that path. They're stuck on this road, leading straight to hell, because you know this. They're stuck on this road, not knowing there's this one as well. Not knowing that Jesus is standing right here and calling out to all of you saying, don't go on that road, follow me to this one. Most people don't know that this road even exists. That's why they're slaves to their addiction, slaves to the devil's influence. But God made you different. He set you free. And you might feel obliged to free these people. But you can only free them if they want to be freed. And if they don't, then that sucks. It sucks, but you got to move on. Find the next person that might want to improve their life. Find the next person that is actually intrigued when you talk about how great Jesus Christ is. Find the next person that actually wants to level up. That's how you spread the message of self-improvement. You can do as much as you can to sell it, to talk about how great it is, to talk about how much it will benefit others. But if they don't want to, if they're not in a buyer state, then it can't happen. And it sucks, I know. But you have to move on. You have to take those first steps, because if you stay with them, if you stay with these crabs that are trying to pull you down, they're going to become less like the person you want to be. And when that happens, you're probably not going to be preaching about how great self-improvement, how great Jesus is, and how much he's changed you. You're probably just going to be addicted like them. Social media, video game junkie, eating Doritos and sweets all the time. You have everything to lose by staying with these people. And you know that deep down. It's just hard, because I know it's hard to detach. But I'm here to tell you that you deserve so much better. Jesus made you for so much more. He loves you. He cares for you. He knows your pain. He's with you in the thick and the thin. And I prayed for this video. I prayed that you would see it. I pray that you'd see it, so that the Lord can speak through me to give you this message, to get on his path and not the path of instant gratification with friends that don't like you. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Well, I hope this video has helped you. I hope that you've resonated with it and that it's convinced you to take action, to take that first step against these people that don't even like you, to take a step away from the instant gratification, the addictions, the shackles of the devil, to break yourself free and to walk the path of God. I hope that this has helped. And just remember, Jesus loves you. God bless.